IGN Expo Live will be co-streamed in this video. If you're watching the past broadcast, we did a live co-stream of the IGN Expo Live, hoping to maybe see some more Sonic Frontiers and any other exclusive looks that they have been given. They did promise new game announcements and gameplay that hasn't been seen yet, as well as other reveals. We did a stream this morning doing a Summer Game Fest reaction, talking about the absence of God of War Ragnarok and other titles. I talked about the good, the bad, and the future of Summer Game Fest, and I'm going to bring everybody over from that stream this morning. We actually had a really good discussion. I was pretty disappointed in the way Sony kind of handled everything, updating the storefront for Ragnarok, getting everybody talking about Ragnarok the day before Summer Game Fest, and then ruining the big announcement that Summer Game Fest had. Their show ender was The Last of Us 2 remake, and Sony screwed that pooch pretty hard by flubbing and letting everybody know about it way early with a little glitch in their store. So we're going to bring everybody over through a redirect. If you came over from redirect, do me a favor. This is a new stream. This is a new video. So we need to make sure that we are all on live chat, and we need to make sure we smash that like button. Make sure you smash that like button. Right now, the IGN Expo is on a 28-minute countdown, and they're showing stuff from old showcases, Devolver Digital 2017. They're just going back through and showing some of the old stuff. What do you think was going to be in the IGN highlight? I feel like maybe their biggest showcase and their biggest reveal is going to be the Sonic Frontiers, because they've gotten a lot of early looks and early access stuff. Anybody feel like Lono spends too much time talking about skinning cats and screwing pooches? I'm just saying, maybe he shouldn't have pets. She's crazy, dude. The Devolver stuff every year is freaking bonkers. Redirect worked on my smart TV finally. Oh, that's good. That's good. It looks like we got a lot better response today from the redirect. So just give us those first 100 likes. That's always the key, is everybody coming over, smashing likes super, super quick, and getting us going. I remember this. I remember covering this in 2015. I think that was the first year I covered, Replay, Sea of Thieves. I remember all this. That was the first year I ever covered E3. When Sonic is on, can you adjust the saturation? You think gameplay other than what we've seen? They did say they're going to have never-before-seen gameplay. I think that's what they're referring to, yes. Yes. Really excited to see Moonscar's gameplay at the IGN event. The game's art is amazing. Why do you need Halo on PS when you have Haze? I remember that game. I remember, what was the other game that was so weird that came out, and it was it was supposed to be so good. What was it? You could customize your character, and it was co-op, and it was supposed to be like a looter, and Horizon Zero Dawn that year. Oh my gosh, it blew everybody away. It was a really bad game. It had like a teal background, and the guy was like jumping with two guns. No, not Killzone. Brink! QWERTY Rob, you're a freaking genius. Yes, Brink. Oh my gosh, that game was so bad. Oh, he's not holding two guns. Sorry, he's holding a gun and a Molotov. Yeah, QWERTY remembered it, man. QWERTY Rob with the absolute clutch memory from my very, very bad description. My broken, derpy description. Brink, yes. That game was supposed to be so good, and it was so bad. Oh my gosh, was it bad. God of War, Sony 2016. I don't know why the quality of this video is so bad. I don't know what they're doing. Certain gameplay vids, I don't know what the source is, but my gosh, they're bad. Hey, somebody ordered some coffee. Our first order of Reforge roast this morning. 2 bags of dark and a bag of light to Lazy Nerd. Thank you for that. if you guys haven't seen the new bags, check them out, man. Reforge Roast. They look so good. We're doing that on our own because we really wanted to put everything under the Reforge name. We'll have some web announcements for you guys next week, but for now, you can use the coffee command. That's our first coffee order of the day. Who's going to be the second coffee order of the day? If you're a coffee drinker and you've never tried our coffee, you should. If you've never had coffee with balanced acidity, you should consider giving ours a try. Just got my light roast coffee in, about to give it a try. Thank you, Lono, and thank you, your kids, for leaving the kind message and a cool drawing. You are welcome, Anodyne. Thank you for supporting my family and the small business that we run. They love doing it. My birthday was 5 days ago. Sonic Master, happy birthday to you. Guys, this is the IGN Expo Live. We are co-streaming. You can see the countdown above me going live in 24 minutes. We're not really sure what we're going to see. We're not really sure. The Game Boy Advance. Reggie! Aw, we miss you, Reg. I miss him, man. I know he was cheesy. I know he was kind of like, the word's overused. I know he was a little cringy, but I miss Reggie. I thought he was a good guy. I think he brought good presents. I miss him. You ship internationally? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It won't be cheap, unfortunately. Shipping outside of America is kind of expensive. I'm just going to warn you. You say it's like he's dead? Well, he's not at the events anymore. He's not doing any of the stuff. We miss him. You know? He had a good presence. Yeah, he's not dead. He's just not a part of anything anymore. He was not cringy at all. Everyone loves Reggie. Come on, he was a little cringy, man. He was just a little bit. That's okay. I think there's good cringy. I just like guys like him and Jeff Keighley that like they don't come across as like they're trying to be cool guy gamer bros. They're just themselves. Do you know what I mean? They're just themselves. They don't come across like they're trying to be cool gamer bros and they're all hip and relevant. No, they just come out and they're just excited to talk about games. I think that's what I love about Reggie and Keighley. Metroidvania. Metroidvania, and neither Metroid nor Castlevania have dropped good Metroidvania games in a really long time. Metroid Dread got a ton of awards and was a great game, but it was not a Metroidvania. You're telling me that my body is ready isn't cringe? Sorry, Bats. I've got people to slay. Oh, come on, Harley. Love Batman, dude. The debate around Series S is kind of interesting. People were arguing old gen definitely doesn't hold games and devs back. Now acting like the Series X is going to be holding games and devs back. Cujo, you can't rip the conversations about not holding games back out of context. We were arguing within the context of those games already being in development on the old dev kits. You want to keep cherry picking that argument? Come on. Your Joker voice is great. Thank you. I am not anywhere near the brilliance of Mark Hamill. I can do a couple decent voices. I always felt like that one wasn't too bad. I can't do the laugh, though. I'd have to practice. With the rumored in-person E3 returning, anyone known historically when E3 tickets start selling? I don't know. I want to say it's first quarter. Like March, maybe? Blasphemous is such a beautiful game. Such a beautiful game. I kind of want to go back and try it again. The non-linear nature drove me freaking crazy. I wasn't accustomed to like Souls-esque games yet. I'm surprised Ori didn't mention... I'm surprised Lono didn't mention Ori after the billionth time. I don't get the difference. They genuinely seem to be the same convo with people taking different sides. No, Cujo, the difference is Horizon Forbidden West, okay? Horizon Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok were being built on old engines with old assets, so they can run just fine on the PlayStation 4, okay? If you have to continue developing your brand new games for the PS4, it would hold back, okay? It would hold back those games. We were arguing within the context of games that were already in development. In 2 or 3 years, when they're wanting to push games further, the Series S will be a problem because they're going to need to always optimize for a weaker system. So yes, I've conceded this point many times. If they were to have built God of War Ragnarok or Forbidden West only for the PS5, we wouldn't have gotten them for another 2 years or more. And yes, they would have looked prettier. They would have had cooler things in them. But we wouldn't have been getting them in 2022. You can't rip all that commentary and nuance out of context, and be like, I don't understand. If those games weren't held back, why are these games going to be held back? You're taking my points out of context. You got to take those points in context. I made caveats, I made concessions and allowances, and had nuance with the fact that, like, sure. You could have made versions of Forbidden West and versions of God of War Ragnarok that were insanely better and graphically stronger or whatever the frick, and build them from the ground up for the new gen. However, we wouldn't have gotten those games in 2022. Well, I agree with what you're saying. What's the point of the PS5 Pro? I don't know. We'll have to wait for the announcement, the tech, the launch, and the reasoning. I don't know. It's not out. The Series S has more features than the PS5? Yeah, it does. It's got a huge feature of being a self-made Trojan horse and being bottlenecked. It's a great feature. Do. I love games that, like, one-to-one, like, just take Metroid assets and use them. I'm still not convinced there'll be a Pro refresh this cycle. I think there'll be a PS5 Pro holiday next year available for sale. That's what I think. Next year holiday, 2023. Think we'll ever get another Dreamcast? No. You can say that all you want, but the feature set in the S is the same as the X. Oh, okay. What would a Pro offer? I don't know. More hard drive space would probably be a selling point. Stronger processor, stronger graphics card. I don't know, man. It would be stronger. That would, at a ground level, it'd be stronger. Creature says, these likes, though, help us get this stream in front of new people so they can enjoy what we do here. Like and smash that button. Yeah, guys, smash those likes. We are covering the IGN Expo live. With RDNA 3 GPUs coming this fall, we might see PS5 Pros this holiday season. I don't know. I don't think so. I think next year holiday. Can't believe what I put myself through yesterday. Only interesting reveal was Modern Warfare 2. I actually thought a lot of the reveals were good. This combo is weird. Devs have been optimizing for varying levels of power and developing games for PC. Yeah. Yep. First party titles will be held back. That's my contention. It's not other games, it's not third party games. I think that the Series S is a problem for first party titles. Reforge updates. Creature, stop morphing. I have these photographs of my family rotating around me. I will hit you with them, and you will feel the judgment of my great auntie. She was a cruel, cruel woman. Taking advantage of the Xbox Series X Pro will be harder too because of the Series S. Yes. Yo! Guacamelee! One of the best Metroidvanias ever made. Guacamelee and Guacamelee 2 are 100% worth your time if you love Metroidvanias. Super creative, wonderful art style, great couch co-op. Just fantastic games. Please play them in order if you decide to play them. Intenso! Guacamelee is such a good game. Oh, it's such a good game. Just when you think they're like done adding mechanics and things, and oh gosh, it's so good. You couldn't get into Guacamelee? Oh golly. I think it's one of the best Metroidvanias ever made. It and the sequel. 1 and 2. Fantastic. And the co-op is wonderful. Usually platforming co-op is a little rough, and it does get rough at times where like it's almost easier to play by yourself. You know what I mean? But, generally speaking, looks like a crappy Ori. You don't know what you're talking about, man. Guacamelee is fantastic. You're talking to someone who thinks that Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps are two of the greatest games ever made. And I'm here to tell you that Guacamelee 1 and 2 are well worth you playing them if you like Metroidvanias. I absolutely adore Ori 1 and 2. Love them. But skipping out on Guacamelee, giant mistake. Are we expecting to see more Sonic? Yeah, that's why I put it in the thumbnail as a bit of a gamble, but I think we're going to get more Sonic. Ori's overrated. You're just trying to bait me. Ori's overrated. Yeah, tell that to Moon Studios, teeny tiny developer, and how many nominations they got for Ori and the Blind Forest, and then sit down. And then sit down. Promptly sit down after you see all the nominations they got. Want to see what Moon's working on next? Yeah, they're not working on another Ori from what we've heard. Yeah. We don't need more Sonic. Enough already. Ori games are for kids. Sorry, Zubair beat you to it. Hollow Knight! Can we get some Silksong, please? Hollow Knight's another wonderful Metroidvania. Oh my gosh. The art style. I'm so glad people convinced me to go back and play Hollow Knight. You need to get what the compass and the quill or whatever. Once you get the compass and the quill, that early section is so confusing. You don't know what the frick you're doing. Gosh, Hollow Knight's good. I don't play Metroidvanias, and even I played Ori. Really enjoyed it. You should really play the first Ori, then play Hollow Knight, then play Ori and the Will of the Wisps. You really should play them in that order, because Ori and the Will of the Wisps borrow some of the best things from Hollow Knight. Like, that's the order you should play those games in. Yeah, we need Silksong, man. The indie showcases keep putting Silksong on the artwork, and then Silksong doesn't show up, man. I just freaking punched somebody right in the face. Intrigued by Cuphead? Cuphead could be a great Madam stream. You guys are picking games for the Madam streams that are just so wonky. You should be picking games like Cuphead, arcade games, fun games, but like Batman Arkham Knight and Halo Master Chief Collection, like what? What are y'all doing? I mean, it's your choice. It's your choice. That's what you want to pick. That's what you want to pick. But like, we're not going to get anywhere in Batman Arkham Knight. Like Gritter chose that one. That one's going to be... Yeah, MLB was really entertaining. You got to pick something like that. Something like super out of the ordinary where we can take turns or play against each other. But like Batman Arkham Knight and Halo, like I don't know. We'll do our best to make it funny, but Batman Arkham Knight's going to be so many cutscenes. Like we'll have to just skip the cutscenes and see how she handles the gameplay. Like that actually might be funny, but we're really going to have to skip through a lot of stuff. I think I never played a Metroidvania. What makes a game a Metroidvania? Metroidvanias are basically They are commonly, not always, but they are commonly platformers where you gain abilities and powers and you level your character, and that takes you back to certain areas. The easiest example would be you go through a first area, and there are areas you can't get to because you don't have double jump yet. And you get double jump and you go back and you retread. Now, Metroidvanias do not have to be platformers like 2D side-scroller platformers. They just commonly are. There were Metroidvania elements in Control, and Control is a wonderful game, but it's third-person action adventure with Metroidvania elements in it. Metroidvania typically refers to you going through the game, getting abilities, acquiring these things you can do, like a lasso that lets you grab onto stuff, or double jump. Yeah, Sundered is a beautiful Metroidvania with very, very minimal, teeny tiny minimal rogue elements. They're so tolerable. The rogue elements in Sundered aren't even real rogue elements. It's very low key. Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order had Metroidvania elements into it. Good word, Mo. Yep. There were Metroidvania elements in Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, turning into a ball. Sonic Frontiers. If you guys are enjoying the content, do me a favor and smash the like button. I'm a Safe for Work broadcast. Usually we are in this scene throughout the week, but right now we are co-streaming the IGN Expo event. If we could get 40 more likes, that would be super, super helpful. Thank you so much for being here today. If you subscribe to the channel, I'll be in your sub feed all week long. A lot of people treat me like a video game podcast. Anodyne trying the coffee for the first time today says, the coffee is fantastic. Thank you so much, Anodyne. Appreciate you saying that. Reforge Roast is available right now. ! Coffee in the chat, and you can order some. We have a light roast and a dark roast. If you're a coffee drinker and you've never tried coffee before with balanced acidity, you should give our coffee a try. The balanced acidity makes it so smooth, zero bitterness, extremely drinkable. Non-coffee drinkers should start with the light roast and then put a little Italian sweet cream in it. Another PC Gaming Snorefest coming? I don't know about that, maybe. Is US getting PS Premium next week? The 13th, I believe, Cartman. Yes, I've heard about that situation, Popping Dolphins. I just have no interest in commenting. I don't have any interest in commenting. I was commenting in the Discord last night. It stinks and it sucks, but you really, really can't start biting the hand that feeds you and then get like, surprise Pikachu face when it slaps you. Like, I think he got done dirty, but I think to a certain extent these guys get vengeful and they get like vigilante, and then they want to like surprise Pikachu face when there's consequences. Like, it sucks, it does. And there's clearly a person in the equation that's the real bad person, and I'm surprised that, YouTube's done nothing, but I just don't want to get involved in that situation. The whole thing sucks. I agreed with Charlie. I agreed with Moist Critical. I think we need the ability to do things in the background and solve these things with partner managers. I agreed with him. It shouldn't have to go to Twitter, because when it goes to Twitter, it turns into what it turned into. It turns into what it turned into. And sadly, you start biting the hand that feeds you, you might get smacked, Not big on coffee. Tea's more my jam. Reforge Leaves coming soon. No. I know what it's like to overstep in defending yourself and to cause more problems for yourself. I've done it. And it's extremely hard when you're in the right to not get mega self-righteous and trip on your own anger, I have freaking been there. I've been there, man. You get so self-righteous and so angry because you know you're in the right, and you trip on your own anger. You know? It's like at the end of Civil War when Black Panther tells Zemo, he was like, vengeance has consumed you. Like, it's very easy to get consumed by righteous indignation, because when you're in the right, I think you can completely overstep. And it's a giant bummer when it happens, because then the wrong person gets slapped. And believe me, I got guillotined and was arguably never in the wrong. But I got so self-righteous and so angry and was so bent on defending myself, because it's easy to do that when you know you're in the right, when you know the truth. It's easy to fall into that trap. And then the guillotine comes swinging, and unfortunately it takes the head of an innocent person sometimes when that innocent person gets lost in the fray of anger. I've quite literally been there. In the most literal sense, I've been there. Would you say that was the reason you had to reforge yourself? Yeah. Yep. Led to needing to be reforged as a person, you know, personally, spiritually, and professionally, you know? And it sucks. It sucks. It's painful and it's hard, and not everybody can come back from it. Reforge is the perfect name for the channel. Yeah. Well, there's no D. It's just Reforge. Reforge Gaming. We have Reforge Radio, Reforge Updates, Reforge First Look. We have like four. We have 4 channels. Hey, you just summarized the plot of Last of Us 2. Welcome back, my friend. What's good, Sniggity? My man's moved radio about 4 times. No, we've only moved radio once, Kenpachi. We turned the one channel into radio, and then it didn't work, and we moved it. We've only moved it 1 time. Reforge Radio was a brand new concept and an idea. Like the name Reforge, like we reforge things we lost, or am I saying deadly wrong? Reforge is to take something and to remake it into something new and better. We have to sign up on an account to buy coffee, correct? Yes. Yes. I don't think we have guest checkout. Yeah, Reforge over Revenge, that's right. I'm not going to disagree with you, Willie. I'm not going to disagree with you. I think the wrong person, you know, got the wrong deal. But again, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. You can literally trip on your own anger and self-sabotage, which sadly I felt was what he did. I stand by YouTube not getting involved in stuff that happens off-site. I actually stand by their decision. I defend that. I do, because I think that's the right way they should treat this sort of thing. You get in some kind of a squabble with the guy off-stream, and he does something dumb. Okay, well, they were interviewed in 2020, and YouTube said, we take off-site claims very seriously, and thanks for the quick shipping, no problem. They said, we take off-site claims very seriously, and they say we take action when it can be corroborated with law enforcement and legal action. And that's exactly how they should handle those situations, because you have these petty high school drama queens on Twitter who will literally try and ruin someone's life with a twit longer, and the platforms, these big platforms, should ignore it, right? And it's hard to differentiate between the bad actors with the twit longer and someone who's genuinely like, look, man, this guy called my mom. You know what I'm saying? YouTube can't get involved in those squabbles, bro. I actually think they 100% should stay out of that crap unless it can be corroborated with law enforcement and legal action. He did not lose monetization because of a pickle. They did it because of tweets. and I think that they need to reevaluate it, and I think it needs to be examined and walked back. However, it was not because of the cucumber. No, it was because of a tweet. It was satire, and again, you start biting the hand that feeds, and it smacks you. You can't do surprise Pikachu face. I think he knew the tweets were over the line because he deleted them. I think he knew. I think he knew he overstepped. I empathize and sympathize with him. It's extremely easy to overstep when you're angry and when you're in the right. It's extremely easy. All right, hang on.
Now.
Here we go. DLC for Fireteam.
Was that a Xeno?
The corpse was definitely a xenomorph, slain in combat.
My God. Are those engineers? What killed them? And how?
Dude, August is getting so much stuff.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to IGN's Summer of Gaming Expo. I'm your host, Damon Hatfield. I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Nars.
Thank you so much, Damon. All month long, IGN is giving you a front row seat for the biggest gaming events and whatever is going on in games, whether that's IGN.com, Twitch, YouTube, the IGN One app on your smart TV, and now you can even watch us on Steam.
We just kicked things off with a brand new world premiere trailer for the upcoming Aliens Fireteam Elite Pathogen expansion. If you like that, stick around because we'll be closing out the show with a developer interview, giving you a closer look at what's in store for those Colonial Marines. I have a sneaking suspicion it involves more xenomorphs.
We've got a ton of stuff to show you in the IGN Expo, so let's get right into it.
It's the end of the line for you, Grave.
That actually looked really good. That looked really good. What is the music is so good. I can't wait for the copyright on this one, dude. I can't wait for the copyright on that one.
Wait. Are you seriously going to ignore the real star of the show? You know, me? So sorry, the Grim Reaper, at your service. Are there any snacks here? No? I'm leaving. Wait, so you're dead?
There's plenty of snacks.
Sweet.
Copious amounts of bread. What's going on with the art style, chat? Keep selling all these people like 20% of their t-shirts.
Your
80% off.
ancestors are like super laughing at you right now.
Literally 80% off of the show.
Stop being a jerk and just subscribe already.
Next up, if you're fond of old school pixel art, like this guy, stay right where you are because we're checking out some trailers for games that keep things looking nice and retro. First up, There Is No Light. Sounds dark. Let's take a look.
Drop the bass. Ow! Oh, it hurts. I'm crying blood. Okay. That music, baby. September, man. August, September is so full of little games, like little solid games. That one looked really good. In a world with very small amounts of land, Raftville will take you to heights and lakes unknown, and big giant monsters that spit out tornadoes. Just kidding, it's called Coal Keeper. Some can see update. You have a kid on your back? Oh, make your family whole? And this actually looks really dope. Oh, snap. No place for bravery. I think we're watching that one. We're I think we've No Place for Bravery wish listed. It looks really good. I love all the art style. I know people don't like the pixel or the the pixel art, but I love it. This is like Wolf 3D with like sprites, like flat sprites. No, they've not shown any Sonic Frontier stuff yet. I put that on the thumbnail because I'm gambling a little bit. I was assuming they were going to. Project Warlock out now? Did that say it was out now?
Only then, after the echoes of the crowd's applause have faded into silence, can music begin anew. Got to keep moving.
Got to change my pants and shoes.
Being a bishop ain't easy. It
But
takes
you
a
can
toll
do
in
it,
ways you
dog.
can't imagine.
I go now to a better world. Erebus is part of the journey, but there's more. There are things that the living cannot understand.
I'm leaving, Seth. I'm beginning my final voyage.
Demons. Damn you. Feel Shale's power.
Be there for your brother, Ezekiel. He'll be there for you when the time comes.
What was that, sacrifice?
The cost of my past sins. My daughter's spirit trapped within a silver locket by an evil being of the underworld. Now there was only one thing left to do.
Eat tacos.
What is happening?
The dead are rising.
Yo, this looks sick. Iframes, there's definitely iframes. 360 degrees of shooting. Demo coming October. Rose Locket.
All systems online.
These games are not my jam, but this makes me remember and feel procedural levels nice. I loved Star Fox 64. It was such a fun game with targeting and stuff. Verge World. No way you can play a CRT version. That's sick.
Structure critical.
No, they didn't show Diablo 4. I think that one looked good. I don't play those kind of games, but I thought that looked pretty good.
Oh hey, it's you again. This is IGN's Summer of Gaming Expo, and you just saw brand new trailers for There Is No Light and Core Keeper, along with No Place for Bravery, Project Warlock 2, Sacrifier, Rose and Locket, and Verge World. Phew, that was a lot. Hopefully you're brave enough to be left unsupervised for a couple minutes because we need to take a quick break. If anything goes wrong, the emergency numbers are on the fridge. Be good. IGN Summer of Gaming Expo will be right back.
Okay, time for ads, I guess.
IGN Summer of Gaming 2022 is presented by the U.S. Army. You can choose from over 200 career paths that match your passion on GoArmy.com. What's your warrior? And sponsored by Metro by T-Mobile.
Oh, Sacrifier, not Sacrifice.
In a world with non-stop news about Marvel, Netflix, and Star Wars, you need a show with accurate reporting, hard-hitting commentary, and me. I'm Akeem Lawanson, the host of The Fix Entertainment. Whether it's the latest superhero scoop, film fiasco, or anime announcement, I'll be right here covering all the latest in major studio headlines.
Yo, Gamer Chef, thank you for ordering a bag of dark roast. Thank you for ordering some Reforge roast, man. Appreciate that support. You guys are the best. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Hit subscribe. We're usually doing gaming talk shows all throughout the week. I'm usually in this scene while we're having a bit of an interlude right now of commercials. So make sure you're subscribed. There's a member stream tonight with my wife, all right? And the Outriders stream. We're covering everything today along with a Madam stream tonight. Members only stream. We'll be playing games together. You don't want to miss it.
The games you love to share with the world. Available free with your IGN account. It's for players, no matter where you play. Tune into IGN 1 for the latest news on your favorite releases, gameplay exclusives, and all the entertainment you can handle. And maybe even some you can't.
Cinefix on IGN 1, your friendly Friday night home for film fanaticism.
You're watching The Weekly Fix, ready to fill you in on anything you may have missed in the world of gaming and entertainment.
Find it all in one place on IGN 1.
They turned into a network. Who knew?
If you're not following IGN on social media, what are you waiting for? We're constantly updating our feeds to bring you the latest news, gameplay, custom original content, memes, the best user-generated videos and art, and a whole lot more. Be part of the conversation throughout the year. Follow IGN on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Snapchat.
Welcome back to IGN's Summer of Gaming Expo. Now, Halloween isn't for a few months, but luckily, horror games are great all year round. So, scaredy cats, this is your chance to hide under the blankets. Everyone else, brace yourselves. Let's take a look at some terrifying new games coming soon to consoles and PC.
I'll end up losing my mind. I cannot trust anyone, not even Albert. If you are listening to this, Blue Knees is real. I know I don't have much time left. I can feel it breathing right by me. That fucking song. Over and over and over and over.
Madison. The Revenge of Maddie. Oh, golly, that's right around the corner. Deep down in a lockbox, another person has gone missing. Their head removed, their kidneys consumed, and their feet tickled relentlessly before they died. I'm just kidding. Autopsy, the game. Oh my gosh, I was kidding. I was totally. Oh, this looks dope. Oh, this looks dope. What is this going to be called? Necromancer? Necromania. This looks so sick. Necro Warrior. We're taking bets on names. Golly. The Unliving. Early access launching 31st of October. I told you, man, August, September, October. That game looked sick.
In the deepest caverns beneath the kingdom, where the light of the cruel moon cannot reach, Grey Irma, the fierce warrior and protagonist of Moonscars, searches for a mystery that will bring her closer to the truth of her world and of herself. Welcome to the Earth Bowels. The Earth Bowels is one of the areas you will discover further on in your journey. It is an ancient place filled with long-buried secrets. Secrets connected to not only the sculptor, but Mother Earth herself and the cruel goddess, the Moon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch this and wishlist all these games. Yo, this looks really good. The animations are so solid. Look at that.
You will first need to discover the ability to dash through the air at supernatural speed. The bowels play host to all manner of foul beings that threaten to end your journey. Gilded foes, vulnerable only to witchery. Creatures capable of corrupting your very ichor. Vicious warlords who command armies of underlings. And ultimately, a comrade in arms from your past. Laios, fellow soldier of the pristine squad now turned. His attacks are mighty enough to shake the very earth. And you'll have to discover his weakness for yourself. On your own journey to meet your maker.
That's the summer. That looked awesome. The animations were so good.
To survive. survive on this island, you'll need more than just a gun.
You'll need a hammer and a camera.
You will need a camera.
Oh golly, he said it. We call this one Stinky Shocky Boy. Outbreak Island. Earlier names were The Earth is Peeing into the Sky. It was too long.
You just gotta look at Madison, Autopsy, The Unliving, those are 2 different games, Moonscars, and Outbreak Island right here on IGN's Summer of Gaming. If you manage to survive that many scary trailers back to back, surely you can brave the wilds of these 3 upcoming survival and crafting games. Here's Void Train.
Build and expand your own train while traveling through the void in solo or online co-op with up to 4 players. Now with a larger variety of islands, enhanced weapon system, new dangers, puzzles, and void creatures.
This could be a fun Friday night game. Oh gosh. Yeah, this one looks kind of fun.
Void Train is coming to Steam October 2022. Currently available on the Epic Game Store.
With better sound design than Outriders. Subnautica. The Poisoned Wastes. I'm just making stuff up. Forever Skies. Oh golly, that's how it works, huh? Just carve them open and all the meat pops out. Okay. Paul Bunyan, oh wait.
You did it! You successfully made it through our gauntlet of survival and crafting games. That was Void Train, Forever Skies, and Wanderlust. Up next, we're kicking things up a notch, checking out some action games.
But first, we need to take a break, but it's a quick one because there's much more to come. Stick around because IGN's Summer of Gaming Expo will be right back after this.
Listen, I think they're doing a great job. I really do. I think they've shown a ton of great little games. Like, you can't have nothing but bangers. That's not possible. You can't have nothing but bangers. I think they've done a great job. I think the pacing's been good. I think the hosts are doing a perfectly fine job. I think this has been a very good showcase for IGN. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that we're getting to see cool games, and I would say a lot of these games are worth wishlisting. 80% of them minimum. Very solid games. Mana is a sponsor. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, what is this? Please no. Please. Is it a crypto credit card, or is it a real? What is this? What is this? I don't know, bro. Z's. I thought it was gonna make for a good nap, but it's had good stuff. Yeah, like I think sometimes people just don't. I don't know. I think some of y'all forget that there is a monsoon of video games out there. They're not all AAA, doorbusters. A gaming credit card. Mana. Creative name, I guess. As long as it's not some kind of crypto trash. Summer of Gaming. The
Terminalist. Watch the action-filled psychological thriller starring Chris Pratt only on Prime Video July 1st. And presented by The Callisto Protocol on PlayStation. Coming December 2nd, 2022. Pre-order now.
I'm Akeem Lawanson, and this is What to Watch on IGN 1. It's a weekly show where we check out the latest and greatest in trailers, reviews, and everything else in the world of entertainment. Tune in to new episodes every Friday at 9 p.m. on IGN 1.
What's up, everybody? I'm Stella Chung, and you're about to get your weekly
Hey,
fix.
it's Stella.
This is the show where we round up all the biggest
We read
gaming
one of her
and
articles the
entertainment
other day.
headlines you won't want to miss. Tune into new episodes every Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on IGN 1.
Sven says their t-shirt quality is garbage. Don't buy it. 80s Tees has the best t-shirt quality. I'm a t-shirt connoisseur. I'm not just saying that because I'm partnered with them. They sent me shirts. I was blown away by the quality. That's why we work with them. You pay a good price for 80s Tees. That's why we have a discount. So use that shirt command if you like my Zelda shirt or any of the shirts you ever see me wearing. They're always from 80s Tees. Super, super high quality, officially licensed merch at 80stees.com. So appreciate that. They're very, very high quality. Stella writes good stuff. We've read her stuff before for Reforge Radio. She did a first impressions of the Battlefield season. I've enjoyed reading her articles for Reforge Radio. Stella. I don't know if we've read much else from IGN. Typically we pull from The Gamer. TheGamer.com.
Welcome back to IGN Summer of Gaming, the most action-packed summer gaming event around, but it's about to get even more packed with action. Here's a block of action games. Just got real.
Today, Dow Synthetics is launching a new institute.
Dow today introduced the drone.
So we ran a few tests. DNA, retina scan, fingers, nothing.
This is not like the last time. I have powerful friends now, bitch.
You're not a regular cop. Cops don't wear sneakers.
I do.
She doesn't know, does she? Tell me,
What happens when she learns the truth?
This looks dope.
Mix it with both hands, unless you have only one.
You feel pain?
Do you? Violent protests continue.
Mistakes are being made. Sometimes it's not up to us.
Latest battle droid. Police.
Sometimes they wake you up, you know? With memories of yesterday.
Stone!
Bodies, dead policemen, a crashed helicopter, dead fucking androids, no survivors.
Just another day in the office.
Quarter 4. The animations. I thought they made it look like it was supposed to look kind of like a dated game on purpose. It looks stylized to me. What is this?
Lock and load.
This is some kind of a battle arena. Smash some something.
All right.
Goodbye, all.
This looks kind of weird, like a Minecraft VR. Oh, they've got classes. They've got classes like with abilities. So it's like a hero Minecraft arena shooter. Block and Load 2. I love the name.
Welcome to Carnage Corp, where we start you on the path to being a better monster. Just follow these simple steps. Smash, bash, and stomp your way to success. Watch out for falling debris. An accident-free worksite is a happy worksite. Whether it's tanks, battleships, or the latest kaiju defense technology, the smart monster is vigilant with one eye peeled for anything.
Anything.
This gotta be VR.
Clothes make the monster. Be sharp and find your own style. Don't forget to stretch. You don't want to get a cramp out there. Here at Carnage Corporation, we put people first. We reward hard work, ingenuity, and good taste. Congratulations, you're now one step closer to being your beast self.
This one started out and reminded me, remember that Wii game where you had to throw balls at like the Jenga towers to knock down blocks for points? What was that game called? That was a fun game.
You ready to be protectors? Let me show you what a shock trooper can do.
Here comes another!
I'm here to finish the mission, no matter what.
Check out how strong my body is!
Yeah, I think it was Boom Blocks.
My strength has no match!
Yeah, it was Boom Blocks. It was such a fun game. That looked like a fun party game. I like having games like that to play with like my nephews or like my kiddos and my wife. Like party games like that.
You
can be
just
really
got
fun.
a look at Wanted Dead, Block and Load, Blockbuster VR, Trail Out, Hype Squad, and
Dang, her
Glitch
hair is
Busters.
long.
Be sure to sign up for Block and Load's closed beta. But there's plenty more of IGN Summer of Gaming Expo where that came from. Up next is a game where you can play until the cows come home because it's a game about cows. Here's Quiet Farm.
In a world full of cows, you must bring the cows home. There's a dark secret hidden in these lands. Their udders are full of nuclear waste. Oh, please. Yes. I am playing this. Chat. Chat. I am totally playing this. He threw dynamite. He blew something up. With unprecedented destructible environments. Destructible? Destructible. Oh my gosh. Quiet Farm. Silent but deadly. Another fun one, man. Team 17 makes good little games. Ship of Fools. That looks cool. That looked amazing.
Astral child, awake. The cosmos is in danger. Heroes may die, but their legends live forever. Build a new world together and keep order amongst the stars. For this, we look to you, our star keepers.
You just got trailers for Quiet Farm, Ship of Fools, Gory, Cuddly Carnage, and the world premiere of Star Keepers right here on IGN Summer of Gaming Expo.
If that was too much excitement, relax. This next game looks extremely chill. Here's a look at Coral Island.
It looked like it was about to get dark and scary. Use code SMILEY to get that hat. Got to be a hard genre to get into. They all feel very similar.
Hello again. You're watching IGN's Summer of Gaming, and we just checked out Coral Island, Roots of Pacha, Super Zoo Story, and Dinkum.
But right now, let's take a quick break. IGN's Summer of Gaming Expo. We'll be right back after this.
IGN Summer of Gaming 2022 is sponsored by Metro by T-Mobile and by The Terminal List. Watch the action-filled psychological thriller starring Chris Pratt only on Prime Video.
Yo, what's good, Feed? I see you in the chat. Yeah, I've seen the report that God of War will release in November. That was actually reported by Bloomberg first, not IGN. Yeah. Industry insiders are saying November with a showcase next month. Yeah. Hang on a second. Oh, we have a React suggest room now. Nice. If you guys are wanting to suggest things for me to react to on Monday, we do a reaction segment now. If we feel like there's good stuff. If you see any great videos out there that are gaming-oriented, please, gaming-oriented. Do you have any dinosaurs on your dinosaur tour? We need gaming videos for me to react to. Gaming. Okay? We have a React suggest room in the Discord. If there's videos out there, content creators that you think I could make a good video with by reacting to their opinion, we try to make it very intellectual, very charitable, very discussion-oriented. I don't just sit and watch a video and say almost nothing. We are a little bit more passive during live events because it's a live event. I have to let it play. But for the reaction content, we reacted to a Young Yeah video. We reacted to an Asmongold video. Looking for more content out there to react to.
Gameplay exclusives, and all the entertainment you can handle. And maybe even some you can't.
Cinefix on IGN 1, your friendly Friday night home for film fanaticism.
You're watching The Weekly Fix, ready to fill you in on anything you may have missed in the world of gaming and entertainment.
Find it all in one place on IGN 1.
They turned into a network. Who knew?
In a world with non-stop news about Marvel, Netflix, and Star Wars, you need a show with accurate reporting, hard-hitting commentary, and me. I'm Akeem Lawanson, the host of The Fix Entertainment. Whether it's the latest superhero scoop, film fiasco, or anime announcement, I'll be right here covering all the latest in major studio headlines and pop culture news. Make sure to catch The Fix Entertainment wherever you watch IGN.
No, I didn't catch Devolver, but I saw some of the trailers. It looked good.
Return to Enoch in the brand new Outriders World Slayer. Either continue your Outriders.
We're going to be co-hosting, and we'll co-streaming. I'm sorry, we're going to be co-streaming the World Slayer event. This thing they're about to show here. There's an event with about the end game coming up. Actually, I don't know if that was enough to get... That might have been enough to get a copyright claim. I don't know. Devolver was not safe for work. Great titles, though. Yeah. Yeah, I think the stuff they've shown so far has been excellent. I think the stuff they've shown so far has been excellent. Even though they're indies, there's nothing wrong with indies.
Welcome back to IGN Summer of Gaming Expo. Up next, a game that combines gritty, hardcore military realism about the horrors of war and adorable rodents. Here's Rat Reich.
This art style's pretty good. Cool art style. You just have to kind of dig. You have to dig those games, you know?
30 years ago, we thought we had contained the corruption on Earth. We were wrong.
We were wrong.
The corruption has reached the colonies. If we don't stop it, humanity will have nowhere to hide. With great power, well, you know the rest.
I look good. I look good. Oh my gosh, I love this art style. You guys remember the soccer World Cup soccer and dodgeball? I love these characters.
That was a look at Ret and Reich, followed by Beneath Oresa, Orcs, Superfuse, and River City Saga 3 Kingdoms, right here on IGN's Summer of Gaming Expo.
And we still have more trailers. Oh look, here comes one now.
At Younger, we deliver the future. We do it right now.
Skew, do you mind keeping watch? I need a piss.
Yeah, sure. I'm on the lookout.
Yeah, just look away.
Sure, yeah. I'll watch.
I can't go if you're looking.
Coast is clear, mate. There's only me here.
Don't look. That's what I'm saying. Just look away.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You're staring right at my crotch. Skew.
What?
Look away.
Oh, look away. Sorry. A bit mesmerized there. Well, it's interesting, you know. I haven't got one of them. They look very impractical. No watching. Who am I going to tell? Yeah? What do you want? I can do trickling stream, I can do waterfall, and I can do rain.
I'll hold it in.
It's been 5 years, 6 months, and 11 days since we settled here. Our ongoing mission, to build a self-sustainable, closed ecosystem that'll guarantee humanity's survival into the impossibly far future. The most brilliant scientific minds of our time work to ensure our species can endure our upcoming challenges, whether it's nuclear devastation or the inhospitable surface of a newly settled exoplanet. To the brilliant minds in here, the outside world is but a distant echo of our primitive past. And despite it all, my greatest fear is upon us. Our mightiest achievement has turned on its creators.
Third-person hack and stealth game.
The American illicit drugs market is the biggest in the world.
Looking for lost police patrol is 15.
Drug barons control the multi-billion-dollar empire, and Miami is Cocaine City.
Okay, night shift just cleared the building. You've got 60 minutes to log into that cartel terminal and uncover as much of their network as you can.
The biggest of the cartels, Reyes Muertos, uses the World Wide Web to keep their deadly business open 24/7. The American government has been carrying out the world's biggest anti-drugs operation as Western demand for the drug almost exceeds the supply. Special police squads use intelligence reports and, more often than not, their instincts in their search for cartel smugglers. Despite law enforcement's best efforts, greater things are expected.
Damn it, one of the night shift guys just came back. Looks like he's headed your way. Get out of there. This case is blown. Meet me back at the station.
I couldn't tell what the game was, what we were going to be doing.
Do you have any idea of the danger?
-1, 6% fuel. 8 feet, -1. Contact.
My God, this can't be real.
Our understanding of the phenomenon grows with every day. However, for one individual in our group, The physiological response has been troubling. We've made a path for you. Please hurry.
Why does it look so dated? Yeah, I'm not sure. It was a weird...
Welcome back. This is the IGN Summer of Gaming Expo, and you just got to look at The Last Worker, Evo Tinction, Vice Undercover, and Lifeless Moon. The expo might be coming to a close, but Summer of Gaming continues all throughout June. We'll be bringing you events, announcements, reveals, and more fun stuff from all around the industry, and you'll find it all right here on IGN.
And you can find IGN everywhere. IGN.com, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, the Samsung TV app.
Things down, but we're not done yet. Up next, a brand new multiplayer experience in a beloved universe. Here's The Walking Dead: Last Mile.
The audio is wrong. I'm trying to fix it. It might be their broadcast.
Open the gate! Someone, get the dog! I've got a wounded man!
That was The Walking Dead: The Last Mile right here on IGN's Summer of Gaming Expo. But a friendly reminder that Summer of Gaming is going on throughout June.
That's right. Here's a quick look at what's still on the way. Coming up very shortly is day 5 of Netflix's Geeked Week, which is focused on games today, and we still got the Tribeca Games Spotlight and Freedom Games Showcase.
And be sure to join us again for the Guerrilla Collective Showcase, followed by the Wholesome Games Direct and Future of Play Direct, and then the NetEase Games live stream.
And you definitely won't want to miss the Xbox and Bethesda Showcase on Sunday, followed by the PC Gaming Show.
Whew, it's going to be a busy weekend. It's time for us to say goodbye, but stick around because after the break, we've got the team behind Aliens Fireteam Elite stopping by to show off the latest expansion.
And of course, a huge thank you to everyone watching at home. We'll see you next time.
I need to check, I need to check like my video, because my video will be real easy to see. Summer Game Fest reactions are a bit mixed as the entire fest is seemingly to be a little bit less explosive than many people expected. There's still... Okay, that was a good intro. Yeah, it was their broadcast. That wasn't me. It wasn't like my cap card or anything. Their broadcast, the audio wasn't synced up or something. That was weird. Because I watched it. That was my video on YouTube, and audio is fine. We will be streaming the Outriders thing here shortly. I'll set up the stream here in a little bit. Reforge reacts to Reforge Gaming. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I thought that was a really, no Sonic. My bad on the thumbnail. But the broadcast on YouTube was fine. Sometimes YouTube does the audio desync and you have to refresh, so I probably just had to refresh their video. Look at Tribeca, dude. Plague Tale will be there. I mean, when's Tribeca? Like right now? Because we didn't set ourselves up for Tribeca. I'm not going to start another stream for Tribeca. What is it? Tribeca Games? You're extremely clear today, video quality wise. Thank you. I'm not even seeing. Oh no, Tribeca goes live at 2:45. We can't. That's the same time that the Outriders thing goes live. Tribeca Game Spotlight premieres today, June 10th at 2:45. Yeah, we can't do it. I'm gonna schedule a stream for 2 o'clock in like the next 5 minutes, and we'll redirect to it. I guess we'll just chill between now and then, and just kind of talk. If I'd have known it was an indie showcase, I would have given it an A, but going in not knowing. Right, but Sean, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what y'all expect sometimes. Like, if they come out and say, we have a bunch of great indies to show you, no one will watch the showcase. They opened the showcase with some bigger titles, because Aliens Fireteam DLC is pretty big. And then there was at least 2 other things they showed at the beginning. Outriders was in there near the end. Wasn't there something else at the beginning that was a fairly big title? I don't know. Like, I don't think they can be like, hey, we're going to show a bunch of indies, because then I just think that gives this vibe that like they have nothing to show and no one will show up. I'm not sure. I think it's fine to be disappointed in yesterday when we got like nothing with respect to like God of War. We got nothing with, we were hoping for, Elden Ring DLC, and some of that wasn't our fault. We had rumor mill, frauds out there stirring up, lies or whatever. But I thought that IGN Expo was perfectly fine. I really enjoyed it. I thought they had absolute bangers of indies to wishlist. Like, I want to go back and watch it and wishlist every game they showed practically. Yeah, I feel like Keeley is responding well to the criticism for yesterday, because, like, what's he supposed to do? He can't fabricate big AAA titles out of thin air. Do you know what I mean? I'm genuinely curious sometimes, like, what people expect and what people hope for, because it's like, where are these games going to come from? Hey, our Sticky Hand commercial got it absolutely crushed on the short shelf. It's at almost 2,000 views. That's amazing. Little 15-second goofy clip. That's so funny. Why isn't Jeff Keighley developing new games then? Yeah. I feel bad when the industry's in a lull, because when the industry's in a lull, I feel like we take it out on the presenters and the events and the conferences. It's like, what are they? I just don't know what they're supposed to do. There's only so much that can be announced this year, It's another showcase today. We'll be watching the Outriders World Slayer Endgame stream here in a little bit. Yeah. There's no lull. Big players aren't sharing stages. That's the other part of it. Yeah. That's the other part of it that I think people are forgetting, is a lot of the big players are doing their own thing. Sony's keeping big things under wraps. They want to do it themselves, right? More than likely, Sony's going to have a state of play for God of War, a state of play for Forspoken. We don't know what Microsoft's keeping under their hat. There haven't been any significant Microsoft announcements at any of these streams. And, I think that's saying something. I think that you can't, again, I don't think you can fabricate games out of thin air. Oh, Outriders World Slayer is like a new listed game now when you go to games on YouTube to say that you're covering. Hang on one second. I gotta get these. There we go. All right, I gotta get the tags right. It always takes the hashtag out in Discord because we have an Outriders room. Okay. There we go. What's this Twitter thing you're trying to get me to look at, Eugene? God of War announcement later this month, says Tom Henderson. This is consistent with some other important announcements from Sony during the last week of this month, so there's a possible state of play inbound. Hoping for details soon. Yeah, if they're doing another state of play this month, that would be freaking awesome. That would be freaking awesome. Like, it would be so exciting to have something else to show, something else to talk about, to finally put to bed the stupid, you know, God of War Ragnarok's gonna get delayed crap, you know? Starfield gameplay Sunday, are we riot? Oh, I think they're gonna show us Starfield gameplay on Sunday. Yes, yes, yes. I think that's why they got the delay out of the way as an announcement, for sure. They didn't make it a mountain out of nothing. They showcase games. Just because they aren't all AAA games with $300 million budgets doesn't mean they aren't worth having in the showcase. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying that they don't deserve an indie showcase. I'm saying tell me it's an indie showcase ahead of time. But it's not an indie showcase, though, if you have big AAA titles there. There were lots of indies. You know what I mean? There were lots of indies, but it wasn't an indie showcase. Like, I get where you're coming from, but I don't think you should fault IGN. I don't think we should be faulting Keighley. I don't think that that's what we should be doing. I think we're looking at the wrong... It's just, this is the situation that we're in right now in the industry. Okay? The situation that we're in is there's nothing major to announce. So you're going to get a steady stream of games that are coming, and they're going to vary in size, and right now it's 80-20. 20% of the announcements are really, really big titles. The other 80% are smaller, you know, indies. IGN wasn't going around saying Elder Scrolls 6, ? God of War Ragnarok, ? Yeah, they just did a game showcase. Listen, they set expectations very fairly, and let me explain to you why. Let me go back to the broadcast that we watched, and let me read the description. The description was on their website. This description was on their website, and it was in the description of the broadcast. It says, 2022's IGN Expo will take place on June 10th and will feature new announcements, never-before-seen gameplay, and exclusive gaming reveals. Last year, some of the biggest stories out of the IGN Expo included Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, World War Z Aftermath, and the reveal of a new studio from the Call of Duty Zombies creator in partnership with PlayStation. This year, we look to build upon that foundation and take it to the next level. When I read that, we almost didn't cover it because I told Creature, I said, you know, they're considering Doki Doki one of their biggest reveals last time. It's literally in the description of the event. It's in the description of the... It's in the description of the event, and it's in the description of the video. So I don't know. I can't fault them. I think this is what I'm gonna say, because I kind of understand where people are coming from to a certain degree, right? I understand where people are coming from to a certain degree. It's been really, really dry for a really, really long time, right? Because of everything that happened in 2020, I think we're still living under that shadow. And I think everybody thought, here it comes, man. Here it comes. June of 2022. This is going to be a great, great time. We're going to get great big announcements. We're really going to start to see things turn. Oh man, I can't wait. And I get it. We're hungry for the rudder to turn, but it's just been a slower turn. It's definitely turning. It's definitely turning, but it's a slow turn, and I get people feeling kind of like, man, come on, when are we really going to get the bangers, you know? In the end, you think it was worth your coverage? I enjoyed it. Yeah, I thought it was worth my coverage. I enjoyed it. I thought the games looked very, very good. I thought the games looked very, very promising. Yeah. I prefer more indie games. Simply not interested in another Call of Duty, Battlefield, AC, etc. June hasn't been as big as we all expected. Yeah, I think that, again, I think much of this is just driven by we're just feeling kind of wrung out like a rag. It's just been dry. It's been a couple of years of delays and disappointments. You know, Call of Duty Vanguard, Battlefield 2042, Halo Infinite, right? We've had some pretty big disappointments. You know, some ho-hum releases, some delays upon delays, and I think it just made us like we're so tired of not getting big announcements and big exciting things. All the years that led up to 2020 have just set this expectation. I think the other thing we need to remember as gamers is we've continually said things like, I want gameplay and not hype. I want gameplay and not teasers. You know, don't hype me up. Don't show me simulated. Don't show me this. Don't show me that. Well, the reason that you're saying that is all the years leading up to 2020, that was a very common theme at a lot of the expos and a lot of the conferences was they would try to hype you up. They would try to show you stuff and get you excited, and it was way too early to show the game, and then the game would end up launching and it would be nothing like the thing that you saw. So now that we're getting a more moderate amount of showcases, we're getting more gameplay focused games once they're ready. We're getting a lot of indies. Everybody's angry. And it's like, listen, I guarantee you right now, they could hype you up and show you trailers and teasers for games that are 2 and 3 years away. The gameplay would be 1,000% divorced from the final product, or it would literally just be a teaser. And I don't think that would be any better. I don't think that would be any better. We could walk away and say, oh, there was such a higher degree of like fireworks and fire and spice, but fundamentally, I think that wouldn't be any better. If at one level, I think it would be worse. Right? At one level, I think it would be worse to go back to the old playbook and just show you a bunch of previews and a bunch of teasers and a bunch of, like what they did with Watch Dogs and other games where it's this enclosed gameplay that is nothing like the finished product. It's just so early. Starfield was announced in 2020? Anything that got announced in 2019 and early 2020, it's so hard to fault them and say, oh, I can't believe we haven't seen anything, heard anything, or launched anything, They've all been doing, I would imagine they're all doing the best they can. I agree, I 100% agree with your take on the 12-month thing, where don't show anything that isn't longer than 12 months away. The cow game, yeah, the cow game was great. Sunday, Microsoft needs to show us what all the other studios they bought are working on. It's been long enough with some of these studios that we should see what they're working on. I really do. I really think that Microsoft could drop some big stuff on Sunday. I think they could have a very good showcase. I think they've typically had very good showcases. I think last year was weak for basically everybody because, like, what the frick were they going to do? Like, what were they going to do? Walk out and be like, man, the last 18 months has really sucked, right? Yeah, we don't have much. Like last year I think was tough. Like I think this year is really, really, really the beginning of the turning point. And I just think for some people the rudder turn feels really slow. And I get that, right? I get that. Greg wants new ideas, not rehash stuff. Yeah, I mean, people are saying that about Callisto, but here's my take on that. Here's my take on that. I think new and fresh are oftentimes overrated. I think sometimes taking a concept that you know works, as an example, the trailer for the new Layers of Fear game, it reminded me so much of elements of the first Layers of Fear, and I think that's okay. I think sometimes it's okay to have something that feels familiar as long as they do an excellent job. People were saying that about the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 gameplay footage when they showed that mission during the Summer Game Fest yesterday. They're like, it just doesn't look like anything new. And I'm like, but it looks excellent. Sometimes you have to look for excellence instead of innovation. I think you can have both, but I think if a game lacks in a completely fresh outlook, as an example, we've seen lots of top-down rogues that clearly were taking inspiration from Hades and other isometric rogues. It's like, as long as it's excellent and fun and has its own art style and stuff, I don't know. Midnight Suns, Shredder's Revenge, and MW2. So, Greg, do you like XCOM-style games? Because Midnight Suns looks like I wouldn't enjoy it, not because of the game, but because I don't enjoy XCOM. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right. XCOM stuff is really fun for me. I guess that'd be my question then, Greg. What's Midnight Suns doing new then? If it's just doing another XCOM game, it's just putting, Marvel characters in. Is it innovating on XCOM, Like, I think you can enjoy it. You're a Marvel shill? Okay, well. Hypocrisy comes in all kinds of shapes and sizes, doesn't it? Like, knocking a game for looking similar to Dead Space while admittedly picking up an XCOM game. Come on. I'll see the gameplay more and I won't pre-order. They've shown pretty good gameplay, haven't they? I thought IGN had a gameplay vid, did it not? I want you to try putting jalapenos on your burger. Now, turn your burger into a taco. Oh, not turn your burger into a taco. Right. Saw the gameplay from Fextra Life? Yeah. What's fresh and new about Modern Warfare 2? That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes, that's perfectly put. Like, you're looking forward to Modern Warfare 2. Why? Because it looks like an excellent addition to the franchise. Like, it looks like a really, really good COD. I think it looks like a great COD. And I think Callisto Protocol looks like a great addition to the genre that Dead Space falls into, whatever we want to call it. All these Souls-like games coming out. Black Myth Wukong and Wu Chang Fallen Feathers and Lies of P, Those are, oh man, I want to play them. And they very much are, Lies of P. I mean, it looks like a freaking Bloodborne DLC. I want new and fresh, unless it's this thing I really like. Then I want more of that. But if it's this thing that other people like and want more of, but I don't like, I'm going to scream about wanting new ideas. Like I said, everybody does it. Everybody can get a little hypocritical. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Midnight Suns and Call of Duty, those games we've played those games before to a certain degree. There are hundreds of versions of things I like, and they've made me hate the genre, like Metroidvania. Well, and I mean, I feel like every time I turn around, a freaking game is a rogue. I'm like, ooh, look at that. Oh, that looks awesome. And they're like, it's a rogue. And I'm like, oh, surprise. Surprise. Wukong is the epic showcase? Maybe. Yeah. Play Mortal Shell. That one rocks. I couldn't get into Mortal Shell. Couldn't get into it. Combat felt funky. Love all the armchair developers lamenting dev cycles that don't actually work for or know what's going on with devs. Well, it's not the consumer's job to understand everything that's going on. Like, if you go to the store, okay, and they don't have a television that you've really been wanting, okay, it's not, you're not expected to understand manufacturing pipelines of televisions to get why the thing's never in stock or delayed or whatever the frick, right? That's not a consumer. I don't think that's a fair expectation for the consumer. I just try to raise people up to that knowledge and be like, listen, man, what this year, this is the year we crawl out from underneath the shadow of 2020 and working from home. Like, we're crawling out from underneath the shadow. Epic Showcase in 30 minutes if you care. We can watch that while we wait for because we're gonna go over to the World Slayer stream at 2 o'clock. We can kick that stream off and just watch the Epic Showcase just for something to do. And I'll say that at the beginning of the video. I'm like, we're just going to kill time by watching the Epic Showcase. If you want to watch it, watch it. If not, skip ahead to my co-stream of World Slayer. I think it's helpful to have a basic understanding of the dev struggle and hurdles. To some extent, yes. To some extent, yes. Dead Space Remake or Callisto Protocol? I would say I'm more excited for the Dead Space Remake. Because I never went back and played Dead Space to completion. I played Dead Space 3 and loved it. And people were like, oh man, you missed out. Go back and play Dead Space 1. Just never been in a position to play it. That shadow will never go away for me. My work made me schedule my schedule permanently hybrid. Ugh, yuck. I'm not a dev, but working for a major company who implemented remote working seamlessly. Find it hard that it's taken 3 years to get some aspect of normalcy back. It's not... No, it's not getting normalcy back. So, Ant, think of it like this. Whenever I go home up to Ohio, it's a 5 to 5.5 hour long trip, okay? Let's say there is a terrible accident and we get stuck in an hour-long traffic jam, right? Once we get through the traffic jam, you couldn't say, I don't understand. Why did it take you 7 hours to get here? You got through the traffic jam. What's the big deal? Well, I would say the traffic jam set us back significantly, and catching up and making up that time isn't conceivable. My vehicle doesn't go that fast, at least not in a safe way. And so you have to look at it from that perspective. These projects, these companies, these timelines, all of them got like rug rippled. Like, oh my gosh, like holy frick. They lost months, if not an entire year of good, fast, streamlined performance. So all of that stuff got shoved back. You can't be like, I can't believe you were an hour late. You got through the traffic jam. It's like, well, yeah, but I can't make up that time. Not my point. My point is others passed the traffic jam in less of that time. Why did it take you that lot so long? Every company's different, homie. Some companies have 50 employees. Some companies have 800. Some companies have employees that can't work remote, or getting them to work remote was tough because you have to give them the ability to remote into the testing environments. Like, I don't know. Like not every company can just flip a switch and be like, hey, we're remote now. It took us about 30 days to figure it out, you know? Reports that I can run in the office in minutes take hours when I'm working from home, says Christina. Yeah, there's so much that ripples out from it. What Lono is trying to say is, imagine you are roasting a turkey, but you forgot to turn on the oven for an hour. You can't make up that hour. You can't just cook it hotter. Right. It's just, not every company can do that. Just because some companies handled a completely unprecedented global situation, I added global, better than others doesn't mean companies did anything wrong. Yeah, I'm not going to fault them. I have such a hard time faulting companies for managing what happened. Like stay-at-home moms and work-a-day dads had trouble with what happened. Like, going to the grocery store was traumatic for them. Like, I'm not going to sit here and judge 100 to 1,000 person companies trying to figure out what the frick they're going to do when no one can come into the office. Some companies have millions backing, some are failed. Some are a failed game away from shuttering, right? Here's a Black Swan event. What do you mean you couldn't foresee this? Yeah. That's right. It was so odd. It was so out of the left field, you know? Like, I have so much sympathy and empathy for the people that had to deal with it, because it's just like, I don't know. I feel like there were a lot of people who treated me the same way. It was like, why can't you can't just keep on going? You can't just pivot. You can't just do this. You can't just do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I dealt with similar nonsense and similar, like, zero empathy expectations on me in light of everything that happened, you know? It was like, Epic Store Summer Showcase is actually going to be streaming on the... It looks like they're going to be streaming it on the Game Awards. They have a trailer for it. Tune in here on YouTube or watch us on Purple. So they must be doing one on their channel. I just can't see it yet. The IGN Expo already happened. Give me 1 second. Not devaluing the impact of the sickie, I'm saying 3 years of delayed games schedules to come on in 2020, and they're still 2 years later, and they blame the sickie. Nobody's blaming the sickie. I am. Like, none of these companies have come out and said anything about 2020 and the sickie. I'm just saying everything I know and have read and have studied about game development, 2020 was a ripple in time. It was like, oh my gosh. Like the Thanos snap. Like nothing was the same after. No, there's no Sonic Frontiers, Leandro. I should probably update the freaking thumbnail. I'm gonna get so ripped on the VOD. People are gonna get so mad at me. I took a gamble. I thought for sure they were gonna show more because IGN had showed so much Sonic stuff. I thought they were going to do more. I know there's one on IGN. Showing it now would be... I'm not doing that. Lost time is lost time. Lost resources. Lost people. Lost brain power. It's gone. It's going to take time to recover. 2020 to 2021 was the biggest hit for development. I remember Jason Schreier distinctly saying the effects of the sickie will be felt for years to come. Yeah. Just happy that Izuka said we'll probably see Sonic Adventures in the future. Okay. What did you have for lunch? Don't use names. You had a grilled cheese sandwich. What else? You could do Made Good Bar. There's no Made Good Bars left? Some type of granola bar or something. Oh, you want some Pringles? That's fine. Don't use any names. That's fine. Chip shortages and continuing logistics problems. Yeah. It's tough, man. When's Death Stranding Remaster coming to PS5? I remember it was supposed to come with new features. That already happened. Death Stranding Director's Cut? With like the bike and stuff? That already happened, did it not? They added like new features and stuff. Upgraded the graphics and added cool new stuff. Mario Strikers Battle League is here. My wife and I probably should have set ourselves up to play that and Quarry tonight. I don't think gamers are entitled. I don't like doing that. I don't like dismissing people's frustrations or disappointments by being like, oh, you're just entitled. I think that's too reductionist. I think people are just... I think they're just kind of burned. I do think there's an element of like anytime I've covered these live events, I've been covering live events since 2015. And I'll be right there. And every single time I've covered these live events, there's always the naysayers and the whiners and jello. It's lame, stupid. Blah, blah. It's like, there are those people. But I think a lot of what we're hearing today and yesterday is just, I just think people are tired of not getting, everything being pushed back and everything being delayed. It's been a disappointing couple of years. And, video game is an escape from all the disappointment. And if the video game world is still drenched in the disappointment, it can make us kind of sour, All right, give me 1 second. Quarry would have been dope. Yeah, with tier 2 members getting to pick video games, I wonder if sometimes we should just put that on hold, because Quarry has split screen co-op, like 2-player co-op. You can play local co-op in the Quarry. I'm sure Fonzo, Gritter, and the other person that won would be okay if we shifted gears, but it just feels like 2019 to 2021 was a pause moment, but now on the other end, games which would have released 2019, 2020 should be coming out now. Maybe. I think there's another thing that's complicating it, and it's the new consoles, man. It's the new consoles. A lot of games are delaying and skipping old consoles because they want to be on the new. Want to be on the new hotness. Things will get back to a normal pace, but there will never be a catch-up period. It's not like trucks stuck in traffic. That productivity is just gone forever. Yeah. Just do it 2 times a month. 2 weeks out of the month is members' choice. 1 week's community game night, and 1 week you and Madam choose the game. Well, it's hard because when there's a new game like the Quarry and Mario Strikers literally landed today. Let's imagine that just the Quarry dropped. It just kind of makes sense for us to play that because it's new. But when there's a shortage of co-op games, we would want to go to those games that you guys are making us play. Yo, a 10-month milestone for Imori. Working and lurking, thank you. Thoughts on Heartland? Figment 2, Creed Valley. This would be a good one for Madam in the future. We need people on tier 2 to start putting games like that in there, man. That one looks good too, Hilly. My thoughts on Heartland is they seem to be building the game around the survival structure from Division 1 Survival, which could actually really pay off big. The question is, what will be the reason to keep playing it, ongoing? New console, new gen, new engine stuff, which would have been at the end of PS4, now can be upscaled to PS5. Yep. Yeah. A lot of games have quietly delayed into next year and then been like, oh yeah, and we're not going to be on old gen. Quarry's out. Yeah, Quarry's out today. As a tier 2, can I give you my proxy to put in whatever game you think would be entertaining? I mean, I guess you could go in and say, hey, if I win the raffle, I'm gonna give it to Streamer's Choice. Yo, Danzatastic just gifted some memberships. You guys that just got memberships could tune in tonight. Watch my wife and I play some games. Lag, the Ben J family, Ramit, or that's probably Ramit, and Hope. And GRZN. You guys all got a membership gifted to you. Inching closer and closer to 1,300 members, which is insane. 1,400 is an emote unlock, and 1,500 is I have to eat a steak with ketchup. Oh, it's not out until late 2022? Okay. That'll work. I'll just start doing that every month. Okay. Okay. Because there are definitely some goofy, silly games in Steam that I would throw in, but how many are you at? Oh, I haven't checked it. Yeah, subs doesn't work. I don't think there's a Nightbot command for members. I don't think. $12.83. We're 17 members from 1,300. You should have to eat a well-done steak with ketchup? No. That's not the deal. I'm not going to ruin the meat and make it well done. That's... No. I'm at least going to cook it right. Makes more sense to me. 2+ years of no development, and then with the Sicky compounding the workload, it's now caused... it now makes more sense. That steak, make it, choice cut. Yeah, that cow has suffered enough. Can't believe Lono referred to me as the other person that won. Am I nothing to you? I couldn't remember who else won, Vengeance. I couldn't remember. I'm half tempted, Vengeance. If you and Gritter and Fonzo give us a stay of execution, we should play the Quarry tonight. A microwave steak with ketchup? Guys, make sure and if you ever see people in chat with like offensive avatars or offensive names, always make sure and report that. You know, helps keep YouTube clean. If you ever see anything like that, just a great way to keep the platform clean. Please let him play Quarry. I'll allow the stay of execution. All right, let me go to that room. I hereby vote for streamer choice. All right, hang on. All right, I'm going to ask Gritter and Fonzo in the Discord if they're okay. I don't think they'll care. I know both those guys are going to say that's totally fine. Like, I know the kind of guys they are. To be clear, I meant that for the microwaved well-done steak people, not the... Yeah. This one has a demo. It's Overcooked in Space. Overcooked is so fun. I think you need a milk steak. What is that? Any games coming that you're hyped for? I saw a bunch of indie games today that are coming in August and October that I'm really looking forward to. I really am. I think they look awesome. Did we get subs on that stupid sticky hand commercial short? I wonder. It's a steak cooked in boiling milk and served with jelly beans. Greg, why are you like this? Like what? Like who hurt you? Why are you like this, Greg? Who did this to you? You think God of War getting delayed next year now? No. Insider information now says there'll be an announcement later this month and that it's coming in November, which I said early November. That was my prediction for the release. It's weird that people look to other people to see what they're hyped for. I don't think they look to other people, Corey. I think people are just interested. They want to know, man, what are you looking forward to? I think that's actually pretty common. If I see Lono eating a well-done ruined steak, I'll unsubscribe from all of his channel, remove all 3 of my memberships, and request a refund. If my wife cooked my ribeye well done, I might have to file for divorce and full custody. Ban Greg now? That's what I said. I was like, why are you like this, man? Like, somebody hurt Greg a long time ago, and it just twisted him, and he's just, something wrong with him. There's just something wrong with him, bro. You gonna show Epic in 7 minutes? Yeah, we'll redirect. In a little bit, and let me see if Epic Games has it scheduled on their channel yet. Oh yeah. They're already live. Okay. I tell you what we'll do. We'll redirect in a little bit. To a new stream because we are going to cover the Outriders thing. So we want to get over there early, and we'll kill time by watching this, and then we'll watch the Outriders thing. Sound good? Okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom, and then we'll redirect. Okay. All right, that's where we're going. Let me send out some tweets and then we'll redirect. You making creature work today? Making creature work? What do you mean? I'm doing all of this. Creature does a lot, but he's not doing the scheduling and stuff. I am. Okay. Scheduling and thumbs and stuff? He handles all the other channels. I handle gaming. Let's see. No, I do all the thumbs for this channel. Yeah. He does a junk ton of work. I'm not trying to take away from what he does, but yeah, I do everything for this channel. We will be looking at the Outriders World Slayer Endgame live stream. Prior to that, we will watch the Epic Games Store stream just to kill time because there's about a 45-minute wait before that happens. So we were going to watch that at the beginning of the stream, the Epic Games Store showcase, and then we will watch the Outriders Endgame stream over on the Outriders channel. I'm going to make sure everybody in my chat and Discord are aware. We're going to bring everybody over with a live redirect from the IGN Expo. We want to make sure and bring those folks over so they can be a part of this show. That would turn